Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here at Plan with Elise, and today we are making two custom spreads for my patrons. So my phone is shaking. I shouldn't put my hands on my desk like that, or my arms anyway. The spreads that have been requested today are a horizontal and a dashboard. So we're doing a little bit different today. And the first one, the horizontal, was a request from Darla who wanted something snowy. So something snowy with a horizontal, which I decided to grab Winter Icons Volume 2 by Kelva Plan because we've got some really fun, bright, like ski scenes. And I thought that we tend to see skiing stickers in just blues. I actually had pulled some out and I was like, okay, we could make this like a blue and gray spread. Then I was like, it's going to be so soft. And while there's nothing wrong with a soft looking spread, I felt like Darla's spread last month was really soft and gentle. It was like that cabin theme using Aesthetic Plan stickers. And I was like, you know what? We're going to go a little bit bright this time. So the one thing I'm trying to decide is if I want to put these down or I want to use sticker paper because these are all clear. And I feel like you're going to be able to see the lines through them. So I think that we're going to put this down on here. I'm trying to be gentle about how hard I rub this in because I don't want my camera to shake. So let's see. I'm going to use my knife for that, but I wonder if I can use a different cutting tool. I do have that gyro cutter thing that you're supposed to be able to cut really easily, like around things that have angles, but I have not yet figured out how to use it. So we're just gonna go with knife. This is a Kelva Plan one. And I'm just kind of cutting around, around where I can see the clear here. This doesn't need to be super precise because we're not putting it on like a colored background or anything. I just think that if it were my spread, I would be doing it, I would just be using the scissors and like just kind of cut the easiest way. But this is for someone else. So we've got to give it a little bit more, we've got to give it more, not a little bit more attention to detail than I would do with my own. So just going to be careful. Don't like, almost. There we go. See, we did it. Wasn't that bad. All right, and that was just like regular sticker paper. So do I want to put this over here? Do I want to put it over here? Here's the struggle, right? Always the struggle is when there's not, it doesn't fill the exact amount of space that I'd like it to have. So I feel like it makes sense to go over here because we've got this big angle right in here. And then before I put this down, I kind of feel like this may be fun with a box. Like we are going right to left today. Like that. Because there's still plenty of room to write when the box goes in here. I also pulled out some washi tape. I grabbed a blue stripe and a pink and a purple stripe. I can't find the pink stripe. I know that there is one, but I can't seem to locate it. So let's grab this purple one for now. We're gonna rip off the edge because that looks like it has some fuzz on it and we don't need that. And then we'll kind of play around a little bit with this washi and bring it in over here. Just doing something a little bit bright and different. Now I feel like because I started here, I have to continue right to left. Otherwise, my fear is that I'll go left to right and mix things up in the middle. Like I think the only way to do this is to continue it this way, which makes me a little bit nervous. We're gonna cover up the notes. Now I like this chairlift sticker. I don't know if it's gonna work over here. Oh, you know what? I think it'll be fine. I know that I feel like it's darker. We're gonna try a couple different ways today of covering up lines. I think that that's one reason that I steer away from the horizontal is because with clear stickers, I'm gonna say you have to do a lot of covering up. You don't have to do a lot of covering up. Like this is barely visible. And then we'll kind of have that coming down there too. I feel like that looks neat. Now, I totally covered this up, not really considering that Darla might want to use this space. So hopefully she didn't want to. The other thing I'm wondering is if I should have used the washi tape over the gray, but I think that the gray just adds like another touch of something with it. Okay, let's bring in another box. So in terms of these full boxes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6, so I can't necessarily put them on every day, but I think that we can do some pretty cool layering here because this could be a box for Sunday, and then right here we can do a box that's like mainly for Saturday, but right here I am gonna cover up. That ripped like right away. When I'm covering up to put a box over it, I do prefer to use the Uniball Signo because I feel like it doesn't take up any room in the planner, like any height. When you do it with correction tape, you can usually see an indent there, and I don't love that. So let's bring in this. I feel like would look really cool right here. But then the decision becomes, do I cover it again or do I put it on paper again? I didn't want to put them all on paper to start with because what if I didn't use all the stickers and then they'd all just be sitting here on paper? So it may make things a little bit longer here, but I think I can probably cut these out pretty quickly. I'm just trying to go deep enough with the cut that I get through the first layer and not so deep that I cut to the second or the page. That wouldn't be great. But you know what? We're kind of 2 for 2 right now. So now, of course, if I layer these, it's gonna cover up some of that box. So I think we're actually gonna cut off a little bit of this snowy piece so that this can sit a little more nicely right here next to the box. We've got that one too. Let's cut that. It's one thing if it was part of the design, but it's the white part that I just don't think is necessary right there. We're doing a lot of precision planning today. Okay, now let's open this blue washi. The trick is always finding the edge. There we go. And where do I want to put it? I mean, it's really too short to put right here, but like maybe I can't put it right there and there because that's too much. So I don't know where if I'm going to put this down yet. We'll see. Okay. Liking how this is coming out. I think it's really cool. Now, originally I was looking at putting this scene down over here, but I think that we would really lose a lot of the functional space on Thursday. But we have this smaller one, which I think is nice. Wait, I can't go to Thursday yet. I have to get to Friday. So, Friday. Okay, let's look at the skiers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we did sort of use those two. We've got some more. So we already have one standing and we have one jumping. We don't have one skiing yet. So the skiing one can go over here. And then in terms of where she goes, she could go there. We could put her over here and kind of have it go like that way. So I feel like over here, she has to be, you know what? We're going to put this one down for a second. I'm probably going to use her. So I'm going to put this over here, trying to minimize the amount of wasted sticker paper. This is the sticker paper that I use for like printing my book covers and everything. So I'll have that linked in the description. It's also what I use to print shipping labels. It's the only sticker paper I use. Okay, I think that this would be good right over here. So we're going to put this down. This is definitely an extra step that's going to be a little bit more time consuming, but I think that it just makes it look a little bit better. This time I'm going to cut a little bit closer to the actual printed color part of the sticker and not as much of the white line as I was doing before. Also, if I sound a little froggy, I'm getting over a cold. I actually haven't filmed a video in a few days because I just haven't felt well enough, and I was worried about like my voice and just like that getting froggy. It's also really hard when you're not feeling well as a creator because there's only so much energy that I have in a day, especially if I'm not feeling well. I mean, there's only so much energy I have in every day, but I tend to have, I think, a decent amount of energy. But when I'm not feeling well, I have to reserve that energy. And this time it's been reserved for my full-time job and this other project that I'm working on, because when I only have so much, I have to make sure that I'm really mindful about how I use it. And like sometimes a video can wait, right? But my full-time job requires my full attention. All right, we're gonna put, I think we're actually gonna double box here. So here's my idea. I wanted to bring in the blue washi, but I don't want the blue washi to be stacked next to the blue box. So I thought I would put 2 of these here. This way we can bring in this blue washi over here. And it doesn't look like, oops, it doesn't look like there's way too much blue. Oh, we did a little bit of a rip there from that extra piece. It happens. Okay. I really like how this is coming out. I feel like it's a fun spread, and there's a bit of creativity going on there. Okay, let's go this way. Now I think I can go back up to Monday. I don't think I have to go from the bottom to the top. So I'll definitely want to bring something purple in over here. And I'm kind of looking into like one of these. Like what if, although will I feel like if I use a full decorative box over here and I didn't use one down there, that it'll be too obvious? Or, hold on, new idea. Because we have this one that kind of looks like a box, even though it's not, what if we do it like this? I think this should work. And we're gonna put this right over here. Actually, I'm gonna go down because I feel like if I put this here, let's get like a good angle without my arm in the way. It's too much of it all being right next to each other. So we're gonna switch things up a little bit, I think, and put it here. I'm hesitant, but I think we've got it. Okay, but now we need something going on over at the top. So we haven't used this yet. And we also have some of the skis that haven't been used yet. So I'd like to bring in the skis like right here. Kind of adds a little bit of a horizontal view. And then if I'm going to do a box up here now, it'll probably be pink. Let's see, if I do pink here, then I'll still have room down here for blue and pink. So I could also do a large pink one up top. No, but we just did a large one there, so I don't know if that's necessary. Okay, losing track a little bit. I like the idea of this one here. We also still have a couple of these. Oh, I was doing so well. I wasn't getting stuck. And I also forgot that I had cut this one out, or I had put this one down. Let's cut this one out because maybe I'll get some sort of inspiration once I have this one ready to go. I don't think I cut hard enough right there. I enjoy decorating horizontal spreads. I always have, but I tend to struggle with them. Not as much because most stickers are sized for a vertical, but I think because you have, do you have limit? I guess you have a little bit of limited space, and it's hard to figure out how much of that space I'm willing to cover. But here's my mentality, especially for a custom spread. Last month, Darla asked for horizontal as well. And I did it, you know, using my instincts. And oh wait, we have her right here. You probably realized that before I did, didn't you? Same one? Yeah, it's the same one. She's just flipped horizontal. Anyway, back to the horizontal. So, and Darla requested a horizontal again. So I'm assuming that means that she likes the first one I did. So I'm just going to go with that. Okay. Oh, now I can't use her over here because she's right there. And that box, if I cover this one up a little bit here, she's just like right on top of it. And I can't do that. Oh, I thought this was going to solve all my problems, but I didn't realize. And there's nowhere I can put her here. This is what I didn't want. I didn't want to cut one out and then not be able to use it. Okay, let's regroup again. What if we take a pink one and go horizontal again? And maybe even just break up the horizontal a little bit with a header box. Would that work? I think that'll work. We could also put washi over here. I don't know if washi belongs right there. So we're going to put this down and add a little header box right here with this. It's hard. I have to like get up high to see because I can't see because I'm short and I don't have a view of my desk that way. All right, I think that that looks cute. If I wanted to bring something else in here, I could bring in the mittens, but Wednesday, I definitely want a good box on Wednesday because Darla has her book club on Wednesdays. So I want to be able to include a box for that. So we're going to do, I think we're going to put this right here. Actually, let's go a little bit lower because this way I can bring in some washi in between these two. I just have to decide which color washi because the two I have are purple and blue, but the two boxes it's between are purple and blue. So we're going to cover this up. And if you get any extra on there, you can usually just wipe it up. Okay, so looking at this, I probably need to bring some, I wish I knew where my pink one was. That's going to make me crazy. I do have a pink one, but it's not the exact same pink. The pink one that I do have sitting here in my washi is this, which is like 2 shades of pink and really, really old. Let's see how it might look because that may help solve a little bit of my problems here. Even though it's not exactly the same style as these two, I think that it might still be fine. However, if I put this here, then I can't put the pink over here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little washi switcheroo. This one's gonna go here. This I need to fix. The purple is going to come up. The great thing about washi is that once you can lift it, it's usually pretty easy to pull up without any issues. Okay, purple's coming up. Pink is going down right here. Then purple is going here, even though there's a lot of purple there. Or do we do purple here and blue there? I think we switch it again. Okay. I know there's a lot of moving around happening, but I think it'll be worth it. Blue. This time I could even use the same piece. And then purple will go right here. Okay, I think that was the right decision. Now, oh, I wanted to cut that, right? Just flung that washi. Cut this. Might be a long video. I don't mind. Hopefully you don't mind. And then, oh, side note, as I mentioned that I getting over a cold, I wouldn't be doing a spread and then mailing it to someone if I was germy. I'm not germy. Part of this you're hearing is morning voice, and part of it is winter, and part of it is just the tail end of being a little stuffy. But I also probably won't even be sending these out for about a week, just based on where these are falling in the month of filming. Okay, that looks really cool. I like it. Now I know I'm gonna want purple over here. So we're going to, I think, just go ahead and put this purple down. And then try to get this about even so that it sort of looks like the box is coming through it. And there's still that one sticker with the girl with the goggles that I haven't used yet, and I know I really wanted to use. So we're gonna use this. I think right over here, and maybe with skis next to her. Like, what if we pulled these two up together? Like that. But here's the struggle. If I layer both of these over, whoops, don't go down yet, I didn't tell you. If I layer both of these over the washi, you definitely won't be able to see it as much. So I'm wondering if we put her down. Need a white pen here. Definitely need a white pen. Okay. I'm going to use this coloring time to think about how I want to handle the next part, because I don't think that the skis can go there. Just a little bit over here. And then we need to give this a sec to dry. So this is a good time for a sip of some coffee. I need a box here. So this is a good time for a pink box. And I think we'll just do a little bit of layering. Oops. There we go. Layering. However, I need extra hands. I don't want you to be able to see the blue through it. And the request was to leave this undated. So we are leaving it undated for Darla, so she can use it whenever she wants. I'm assuming in the winter. I don't think this would be something she would wait until the summer to use. Okay, that's still a bit wet. Other than that, let's make sure this goes down. Let's take a look. I mean, the only other thing we could do here, I think, is add day of the week stickers as headers. Let's see. I feel like that, oops, that could work. Okay, I think this is probably ready to go down. It's still a little bit shiny, but there we go. That's good. Now, if I'm grabbing Rainbow Dated, I think I have to stick with the same color throughout. I think it would be really busy if I went to a different one. So the purple is more of a lavender in this book. The pink would be a good one. I think we'll do pink. So these are gonna be maybe small, let's see. Actually, these might work nicely. Nice and little. I'm excited about this spread. Thursday. Yeah, I think sticking with one color makes the most sense here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, ta-da! That is Darla's horizontal spread, and I think it came out so cute. All right, next up we have Bobby's spread, and Bobby wanted a dashboard spread for Valentine's Day. So I did grab an undated page, but we are going to date it. So I'm actually just gonna start with the dating. I have this pink washi. This is from we need to make this a better line. This was from the Happy Planners Happy and Grateful Heart Be Happy box. Isn't it crazy sometimes when it's like, I don't remember what I had for dinner last night. I do remember I had air fryer chicken. But, I mean, sometimes we don't remember what we had for dinner last night. But I can look at a roll of washi tape where I have like 100 rolls of washi tape, and I know exactly where it came from. It's a little nutty, but you know what? The brain is a muscle, and when we exercise it, the memory tends to work well. So, and I've definitely been exercising my brain today. The first half of this video I filmed before my workday started, and now I am on my lunch break. So it's kind of one of those days that has been going a little crazy as I hear my computer pinging because I forgot to mute it before we did this video. So I'm gonna get these washi strips down, and then I will get up and mute that. My text messages come through on my computer, so I'm hearing 2 pings in a row, which usually means it's one of my friends who is not capable of sending more than one sentence or thought in a text at once, and she knows it. We've joked about it for many, many years. Okay, kind of trying to measure this. Let's mute my computer. All right, so it was not her, actually. It was Mrs. Heather Kell, but I'll get back to her later. We did mute. I hope I muted. I hope I didn't just get up and look to see who texted me. Okay, so I have Live Love Posh Retro Holidays. Bobby wanted a Valentine spread, so I thought that these pinks would be really pretty here. And then I wanted to go in with red dated stickers. However, I'm now remembering that this Mojo Jojo Plan sticker book has clear ones, and I need paper, but I still have this on my desk from earlier because I didn't clean my desk off when I stopped filming the last video. So we are going to go right in with these red. Oh, these are little. Wait a second. I think these might be too small. These are bigger, right? Wait a second. Monday. I used the red Tuesday. Oh, please. There's another. Okay. I was nervous for a second, but wait, Wednesday? I have Wednesday. All right, Monday. And we're just going to kind of go off to the side a little bit to redate this, or to date it, because this is an undated planner. Wednesday. I like the big ones that are a little bit bigger over here. Thursday, Friday. I want these a little bit lower because I want to be sure you can see plenty of the washi. So I want to be more intentional about that. Sometimes when I do a video on my lunch break, I've talked about this before, I'm like, because I go at such a fast speed during my job that I tend to continue that speed. So we're going to take a moment and just slow down a little bit and try to find the Sunday, because I already used that Sunday, but there were 2 pages, right? All right, we'll put Saturday down. And then let's go back and see what I'm missing here. Those were all together. This is where they were separated. These were too small. I will be annoyed at myself if I don't have any red Sundays in paper left. We have this one. Is this the right size? That is indeed the right size. See, sometimes just slowing down a little bit tends to work, especially for me. Okay, now let's grab my tweezers and we're going to do the actual dates. So we have what? February starts, not starts, this week starts on the 12th. Do it there or here? We'll go over here. The 12th. I like paper date and day of the week stickers. I just feel like it makes it easy. You don't really have to cover up what's underneath them. And I just find them to be a lot more doable than the clear ones. So I tend to lean into those, which is why I tend to run out of them much more quickly. 15, 16, make sure I'm dating this right. Yes, okay. 17th and 18th. All right, really cute. Now we can put this aside because I've got like a lot of things sitting over here. Okay, so we have a couple of different pages of these stickers for the retro Valentine's Day theme. So I was thinking I wanted to use the XOXO like right over here. I just didn't want to cover up or lose too much of it. So what if we went here? We're going to cut it off a little bit if I do that. I feel like this would look cute. I know it's upside down. It's just how I need to reach it right now. Let's try to layer it and see what my options are. Just so I can get like, I'm not going to do that upside down. That's not going to work. We can do it this way just as well. Is this not going to work over here? If I do it there, we're covering up the Monday. If I do it this way, I don't have room for this header box really at all. If we do it like here, I don't think I'll lose any of the, no, it's not going to work there. I really wanted to put it there. What if we do it like this? Give ourselves a little bit of space with Monday. And put this over here. I don't think I dislike it. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I really like something. I really dislike it. It's hard to decide. I think we also have a change in shirt since the last part of this video. Okay, actually, I think that that's cute. It's kind of a little bit different than the norm. All right, now we have Happy Valentine's Day. I don't want to take up too much of this box, so I'm not going to put that over there because that's going to take up too much of it. It is a dashboard box, so we need space. All right, now we can definitely bring in some florals. So a really easy way that I like to decorate a dashboard is by just kind of going across the edge with florals, because it adds something really pretty and fun without removing too much of the functional space. And then if I wanted to, I'd still have this little extra bit. So we'll put it back down and we'll grab this second floral, which should get us to the end of the page. This time we'll kind of put it a little bit differently than the last one. And then over here, maybe we can kind of just do it across the corner. Oh, it's so pretty. This is my first Valentine's spread of the year besides my February monthly and currently. So I guess it's not my first Valentine's spread of the year, but it's making me happy, which says something because Valentine's Day is not one of those holidays I look forward to. Okay, look how cute this is coming out. Makes me excited. All right, now we still have to get to the other side of the page, which tends to be where I struggle with dashboards. So we're gonna make it work. The first thing we're gonna do is take this other corner floral and put this right over here to help use up some of the space. I'm gonna lift the corner just a little because I wanna bring in the washi. There we go, that's cute. This pink washi just goes so well with it. Okay, I would love to see Happy Planner bring back some older Be Happy boxes. Like I would love to see a revamp of Happy and Grateful Heart. I'd love to see a revamp of my favorite one, which was the little bloom box. That was the July of 2020 anniversary, Happy Planner anniversary box that came with black metal discs and black and white really pretty tissue paper and new sticker books, 2 sticker books. So I loved that one. I also loved the Your Year to Shine. I guess they did sort of bring back Your Year to Shine because they put it in its own sticker book. But let me know in the comments what Happy Planner Be Happy box you'd like to see come back. All right, now let's grab some of these little hearts here. And maybe we can do like Call Me and XOXO. I think it's fun to put a dashboard or a double box right here. Fits really closely to the dashboard. It's not the entire perfect fit, but it's really close. Now, the one thing I don't know, so last month when I made this spread, a dashboard spread for Bobby, she used it for fitness. I don't know if she is going to still use it for fitness. So I don't want this to be as fitness specific as the one I made last month, but I also want to give her the opportunity to use it for that if she'd like. So I'm not going to like label these. I really like to cover up the headings so that each person can make them their own, but we are going to come back in with this washi. It's not straight. Well, it's straight, but it's not aligned to the one to the left of it. That's better. And then we can bring in some boxes right over here. That wasn't straight. It's amazing because like there's lines all over this and I still can't seem to get it down how I want to. Are those even? Almost. This just needs to go down a little bit. No? Oh my goodness. Elise, get it together. One more fix. One more. Okay. That was, this looks so clean. I kind of want to stop here. Like if I were doing this spread for myself, I would stop here. I'd add bullet points, of course, but I'm like, ooh, look how nice and like, I don't know, everything has its spot. I'm kind of obsessed with it as is right now, but I don't know if that's enough. So we're going to add a little bit more. Let's add in this car with the balloons because I think that's really cute. And then maybe we can bring in some pens. So we do have a Patreon Zoom over here on the 13th that hopefully Bobby can attend. So I'll put a box in there because if I'm making the spread, I'm going to put a box for my event in there. So we'll put this right over here and maybe even just bring in these here. I think that that's really cute. What next? We could bring in the Happy Valentine's Day sticker. Maybe it can come like that. Like if I cover it here, it looks like it's coming off the car. I think that's what we'll do. It's like the balloons are coming off the car that way. I feel like that looks better. And then we have up here that needs a little bit of oomph, right? So let's move these over so you can kind of see where I'm looking at with the sticker book. I think what I'm going to do, because I want to confirm how Bobby would like to use this, is I'm going to continue the decorating, but I might reach out to her before I mail it and ask if she wants specific bullet points in here so that I don't leave it too empty, because I don't want to do that, even though for me this would be like chef's kiss. Those are the New Year's ones. I wouldn't hate bringing in a couple more of the conversation hearts on the right side and just kind of playing around with them through here. I feel like that looks really cute. I wanted to bring this flower in, but I felt like there wasn't quite the right spot for it. Like I could put it here and layer the boxes over it, but I don't love that idea. So let's see. We could bring like one in here and one in on that side. Would that work? We lift this up a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. I think that I like this so much because of the retro. You know what? Let's do both pink since we have two here. I don't need that much red. I think part of why I like this so much is because of the retro design. It just looks really different from everything else that we see. And it's really fun. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. And again, like I said, reach out to confirm how she wants these to be functional. What I would do if this were for my week is I would add dots. I would use my dot marker and put bullet points all throughout here. And I would add one more box to separate this section. But I don't want to overdo it for someone else. So I think we're going to leave it at that. I'll link Retro Holidays in the description and also Winter Icons as long as it's available. So we have two really fun and really different spreads. I love how these came out, and hopefully Darla and Bobby love them as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Whoops, let's get that unlooped. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.